Hi, this is Ayvaunn Penn with Black and Making It, Black artists making it happen. I am so super excited. Y'all don't even know. I am fresh off of finishing my final exams. It is summer. It was one nice warm day here in the NYC and it was fabulous. And as a part of celebrating, I went out and I hit Broadway. And I'm so thrilled to tell you about a musical called Tuck Everlasting. And in addition to the fact that this was originally a book and a childhood film that I enjoyed when I was younger, it has two artists of color making their Broadway debut. So there are 3 reasons that you should see Tuck Everlasting if you are living in the NYC. First up, as I mentioned, 2 Black artists making their Broadway debut. Let me get my little notes here. We have Sherrod Williams. He was one of the ensemble members. Great job, fantastic, doing all kinds of kicks, flips, and splits, and singing as well. Wonderful performance, wonderful performance. He also has theatrical tour credits, also television and film credits too. But a part of my favorite part of his bio is the fact that he is a brother who is not ashamed of his faith. He very openly thanks God in his bio that is in the program right here. Get that a little bit closer for you so you can check out the show graphic. Very openly thanks God in his bio. That's going out to all the good people who come out to see the show. That is definitely a key to being Black and making it, is knowing that God is the reason we're able to do what we do, and he is the reason for our gifts. Yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus. How many of y'all went to church today? Never mind. Don't answer that question. Secondly, we have Chloe Campbell. Now, I'm going to make a little confession on this one. I honestly can't totally tell if she's a sister or not. I mean, these days, the spectrum of Black is even broader. Just in case she is, I don't want to leave her out. She also was one of the ensemble members. This is also her Broadway debut, and she is from London. And in addition to thanking her family, she not only thanks God, but actually specifically quotes Galatians 6:9 and states, yes, dreams do come true. Super inspirational, super inspirational. God is our rock. God is our rock. The second reason that you should go see Tuck Everlasting is that it simply has a great message. For those of you who don't know what the show is about, it's about a family who comes across a spring in a wood. They're moving, and when they find this clearing where they're going to build their home and they're tired from their travels, they drink from the spring, and little do they know it makes them immortal. It makes them immortal, and they don't realize it yet. The people around them begin to grow old. Long story short, they now lead their lives trying to keep it low key so no one knows that they don't get older. And 100 and something years later, a young girl finds out about them after she sees one of their sons drinking from the spring, and the story takes off from there with this young girl's decision of will she drink from the spring or not. So, really the show really makes some very great points. We go through life always trying to be younger, look younger. When you're younger, you wish you were older. When you're old, you wish you were younger. And it really raises a very significant point. At one point in the show, one of the immortal father makes the statement when the young girl is considering drinking some of the spring water, is that, living comes with death. And because of that, what he and his family have can't be called living. And they use this beautiful illustration, which totally appealed to my mushy writer side, of being immortal. An immortal human is like a boat that's anchored. You're sitting there and watching life pass you by. And another fabulous quote in one of the songs, the lines are, from daughter to wife to mother and back to daughter. You know, the beauty of the cycle of life, the beauty of growing old. To quote one of my favorite poets, Maya Angelou, if you get the opportunity to grow old, do it. So it just really makes you reflect on life in a very positive way. And that's something I think art is definitely supposed to do. It's not just supposed to be fun. This is a musical, so there was lots of singing and dancing and great choreography, exciting acrobatics, and you know, theater shouldn't just be fun. It should also make you a better person when you leave. You should have a new perspective, a new outlook on life, having thoughts that you haven't thought about before. And that is exactly what Tuck Everlasting does. The third reason that you should see Tuck Everlasting is that theater is awesome and you should just go see theater. In the words of Malik Yoba from one of our previous interviews, Malik of New York Undercover, you should simply just go see theater. And he stated, you know, that's an area of art that more Black people should go out and enjoy, that we should not just see plays by Black artists, though, you know, when my work comes out, I hope to see you there. But just embracing this art form as well. And as he said, it's one of the original arts of man. And that goes back all the way through our ancestors back to Africa and the griot, however you want to say that, you know what I mean. And storytelling. And that's a beautiful part of our culture that we should never lose. The beauty of sharing and telling stories live in each other's presence, not through a screen, but being there to feel and interact with the actors on the stage. It really is a dialogue between the audience and the actors, and there is nothing else like it. So those are the 3 reasons you should see Tuck Everlasting. Again, 2 actors, well, maybe like 1.5 actors, definitely 1 Black actor for sure, having their Broadway debut. And we as Blacks need to support our own. We need to support our own out there doing their thing. Only people of color in this predominantly white cast. We need to support them and let them know that we're there and that we love them. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, the beautiful story. We need to cherish life and everything that comes with it. Growing older is something to embrace and to not be afraid of, and we shouldn't run around trying to be forever young. Not that we need to rush to the grave, but you get what I'm saying. And then 3, the fact that theater is just awesome and that we should go and support it, especially when we have artists who are out there doing their thing. They need to know that they have our love and support. So lastly, I want to share with you my very favorite part of this show. It's one of those things where you know it's been happening before, but in this moment it seems so real and fresh, and just really is a great reminder. The second portion of the show, a good percent of it, the story was told through strictly dance with no words at all, and yet you could feel the audience's reaction to what was going on the stage, of seeing the life of this young girl as she decides not to drink the water. We see her go from being an 11-year-old all the way to being an elderly woman who is ultimately in her grave. And that's not giving all of it away. There's still more to the story. But it was so moving. I was literally moved to tears. And as you watched the story of her life unfold through the language of the body was simply breathtaking. Breathtaking, so excellently executed. If for no other reason, that alone is a great reason to go see the show. And it reminded me as a writer, it's not always about words. A playwright doesn't always have to use words. Now, I love words, but they have their place. And there are some things that don't require words at all. That is all for this segment of Black and Making It. I look forward to the next time we share time together. I want to issue a challenge. I want you to go out and see theater. So if you do, when you go out and see theater, not all theater has to be in New York. I'm sure there's a theater somewhere near you. Go see a show, and when you do, please write me and tell me at blackandmakingit@gmail.com. You'll see the email right down here. I want to know what you enjoyed, and I'll give you a shout out. I may share your experience if I like it enough. Maybe we'll do a little uvu interview and discuss, how this theatrical experience impacted your life. And even if you saw something that sucked, we can still talk about that and why, in a nice, constructive way. Anyway, again, yes, I always love hearing from you. blackandmakingit@gmail.com with a G. Also, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. All of that information will be down there as well. And until next time, mwah, I love you and have a great week.